Happy New Year again. We're going to start in a couple of minutes. If you've logged into YouTube, leave me a chat in the section so I know who's here. So for our yoga, chair yoga, we need, well, a chair. That's about it. So as we wait for 10:30 to roll around in 2 minutes, if you're already here, you can start working on your breath, because we know how important that is. And you can start by taking a deep, deep breath. And feel how your body responds when you breathe. And that's why we focus on the breath when we start out. So a couple of things to remember is that you do what feels right for you. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Modify however you want, or stop and do something else, whatever. But if it's not right, don't do it. So we're close enough to 10:30. Oh, by the way, if you're not here in Florida, we woke up to 46-degree weather. So I guess it's winter time. So let's begin our chair yoga, starting with our breath. First thing we can do is sit all the way back into the chair. And of course, you made sure that your chair doesn't have any wheels on it. We don't want to be rolling around. And as we sit back in the chair, we're going to draw the shoulders back until the arms, the elbows, and the shoulders touch the chair. And as you take a deep breath, you're going to feel the rib cage open up and your body kind of rise. And as you exhale, you're going to start thinking about how the abdominals come inward and how they all tighten around your spine to support it. So take that deep breath and that nice long exhale, feeling those abdominals do their job. And as we go through our yoga today, I will say inhale and exhale, but you breathe what's comfortable for you. I'm going to give gentle reminders, but the most important thing is to keep that breath going, and let's also feel how it works through our body. So now that we have ourselves set, let's come a little bit away from the chair, knowing that you can always go back into it for support. So now we can lift a little higher, and as we exhale, we can draw those arms to the floor a little more. And let's focus with that exhale on drawing the shoulder blades back. So yes, your chest should naturally stick out in perfect posture. And if your feet aren't quite on the floor, then scoot a little further forward so that they are flat on the floor. And with our deep breath, lift that head to the ceiling. Think of your whole body from your belly button upward, raising away from the chair. And as we take another deep breath, let's press those arms back a little further. Exhaling to open up that chest. Take a breath and pull those arms together towards the chair, and they might even touch the chair. And as you take that breath, exhale and bring the arms forward, dropping the shoulders and bringing them right out in front of you. And with a deep breath, open them up on the diagonal, pushing back until you feel your shoulder blades squeeze. Take a deep breath and reach a little further, and as you exhale, draw that stomach in just so slightly firm. Bring that back together. Dropping the shoulders, lifting the chest a little higher. Take a breath and exhale to the other diagonal. And as we reach back, we're squeezing the shoulder blades. We're opening the chest and keeping those shoulders away from your ears. Take that deep breath and exhale in. Deep breath again. Exhale, open. Pushing back a little further and open up your fingers this time. Nice and wide. Use that breath to exhale back in. And then take your next breath and open the opposite direction one more time. Keeping those fingers wide, and you can even kind of press the palms away if you'd like. But keep thinking of that tall posture. And on your next exhale, bring it in together. Stomach nice and firm as we draw the arms back to the back of the chair into our mountain pose. The mountain is nice and strong. Fingers are reaching to the floor. Shoulders are pinched. And with a deep breath, exhale, let your head gently fall to one side. You can pick whichever side you'd like. And as you take your next exhale, lift it back to center and make sure it's centered over your spine. So push it back just a hair. And then with a deep breath, let your head fall to the other side. Just relaxing it, not trying to force. And then bringing it back to the top. Reset that posture. Draw the shoulders back a little more. And this time, let's take your right arm and right behind you. We'll take it to the small of your back and just leave it there. And as we take a breath, we'll draw the shoulders both back, getting a little more stretch into that right arm. And with a deep breath, we're going to let your head fall to the left side. And as we do that, you'll feel that deeper pull from the neck all the way to the shoulder. And all we want to do is breathe and just let it stay right there. Don't try to force it. Just try to relax, maybe a little in the shoulder. And then on your next exhale, we'll slowly bring that head back to the center and release that arm, resetting that posture into our mountain pose nice and tall. Taking a breath and then bringing that other arm, your left arm, to your back. And with a deep breath, we'll exhale and let the head fall away. Feeling that stretch. And if you're a little extra tight like I am right now, you can actually push that left elbow back just a little bit to help that loosen. Otherwise, breathe with it. Let it relax on its own. Sometimes we try to force things too much and we don't need to. So bringing that back to the center, release that arm. Always coming back to our tall mountain and reaffirming our posture. Now with a deep breath, exhale forward with the arms. Keep the shoulders back and that chest high. Pull your stomach in and take another breath and hinge. So as we hinge, we try to keep that upper body nice and straight. So just cutting our body in half at the hips. And then with a deep breath, come all the way up. Think about lifting that belly button to the ceiling, not the arms, but the whole body. And as you take a deep breath, exhale into your cactus, pushing those elbows back, strengthening your back. And as you take a deep breath right now, exhale and pull that stomach in tightly. Feel how they all work together. And our next breath is going to bring those elbows all the way in, almost touching behind us. Hands will be out at an angle. And from here, take a deep breath, open those arms just a little more, enough to squeeze the shoulder blades and to open up your chest and your shoulders. As we return to our mountain pose, we'll reach those fingers further and take a breath. And exhale forward one more time. Keeping those shoulders down, stomach firm. Take that breath. Hinge. Let your body hinge, cut in half right there. And as you take a breath, exhale up. Belly button to the ceiling. Arms are just part of the whole body right now. Deep breath a little longer, higher, and pull it through, exhaling into that cactus, reaffirming the back, nice and strong. Deep breath, open up that rib cage, exhale down. Elbows press behind you. As we take a breath and we exhale, we open those arms a little more, getting stronger in our back. And then we'll release to our mountain, making sure that head is perfectly aligned. And with a deep breath, we're going to rotate towards the left, dropping the shoulders, lifting the head to the ceiling, and putting your neck wherever's comfortable, preferably right over the spine. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale to the other side, think about dropping those shoulders and lifting that spine even further. And then on your next breath, we'll exhale back to the center. And from here, we're going to actually scoot a little bit forward on that chair, so about midway in your chair. And we're going to open up the legs. So when I say wide legs, wide is relative to you. If this is wide, a little outside shoulder width. Some people like to be extra wide outside the chair. It's whatever you're comfortable with. And in this position, we have that head up, chest up. And as we take a deep breath, we're going to let our body come forward with that hinge. And here we're going to have to push the feet more into the floor, so we are going to use the legs. And as we hinge, we're going to hold for a moment and then draw the stomach inward and take our breath and rise. And as we rise, we're going to bring those arms out to the side into a 5-point star. So right here, we are actually pushing the arms back. You want to engage your shoulder blades to guide your shoulders and make them feel better. Take a deep breath, lower slowly. In our wide mountain, you are actively squeezing your shoulder blades and pulling your stomach inward. As you take your next breath, bring your hands just outside your legs. And what I want you to do is gently push your knees towards your hands. Just a small amount of pressure. Feel that you can do that, and then move the hands away. And try to maintain that little amount of pressure. And as we take a deep breath and bring those arms up, we'll hinge next. So getting our hinge, still pushing those legs a little bit out and feeling the heels press a little more into the floor. We'll take our deep breath and we'll lift that belly button up to the ceiling into our wide salute. And then with a deep breath, lifting the rib cage up, we'll open into that 5-point star, extending the arms but also pushing them back towards the wall. Meanwhile, those knees are still pushing outward and your stomach is firm and you're breathing. I know you got all that. Take a deep breath, lower down into your wide mountain. Reach those fingers down. As we take our next breath, we're going to bring the arms up but keep them close to the body and pull those elbows back as far as possible. And from here, we're going to hinge just a little bit. And then we're going to take your right arm and brace on that leg. And we're going to extend the left out and we're going to slowly reach it to the ceiling. And you can put your head wherever is comfortable. If you want to look at the hand, that's fine. If you want to keep your head more neutral like this, that's fine too, as long as it's comfortable. Take a breath, reach a little higher. Think of that body coming away from the hips. And then with a deep breath, we'll bring it back down on our exhale. And slowly ease our body back up as we bring both arms in and draw those elbows back, sticking the chest out, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Taking a deep breath to open up as we slowly rotate over to the left side and take our breath to reach that right arm out and then up to wherever you want it to be. It can be over there, it can be to the ceiling, and wherever your head is comfortable, but we focus our breath on lifting the body away from the hips. Shoulders stay away from the ears, they kind of pull back as we breathe and extend. And then our next deep breath, we'll bring that arm down gently as we rise back to our position and draw the elbows back. And as we take a deep breath and return to our wide mountain, we're going to go ahead and bring those arms out. And from here, we're going to hinge, putting the pressure on those legs, and then we're going to come up into our chair. So this is our wide chair. Our knees are pushing out gently. Our heels are gently pressing into the floor. It's as if we're trying to get out of a very deep chair. And as you take a breath, we'll come all the way up, lifting that belly button to the ceiling, and we'll bring those hands together and walk your feet back into about shoulder width or whatever feels comfortable for you. And with a deep breath, we're going to lift our rib cage up and let ourselves shift to the left. Sorry, you're right. And then lift up and over to the left. And as we drift gently from one side to the other, you're keeping that belly button drawn inward, but you're also allowing your arms to slowly push back behind your head, opening up through the chest and through the back. So as we come back towards the center, we'll pause for a moment and take a breath. And as we exhale, we're going to drop the shoulders, drop the hands. They can stay together or they can come apart. And then we're going to release that all the way into our mountain. And from here, take a deep breath. We're going to hinge. Push those arms back. Think of your chest falling first, but keep your chin back over your spine. As you take a breath, exhale and bring those arms, elbows to the knees. So here we want to try to keep that chest lifted. We can rotate the hands and come into our Sphinx pose. So you can get as high as you want to. Take a breath, let it relax. And then we're going to take both hands and we're going to rotate towards the left side. So deep breath, we're going to slowly rotate over. So wherever's comfortable for you, whether it's here or stopping here or resting both arms on the knee or even coming outside the knee. So whatever feels good to you, that's where you want to go. Those shoulders should stay pressed down and back. Take that breath to feel that lower back stretch. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly come back to the center. And once we're in the center, we're going to reset. We're going to draw the shoulders back and lift up ever so slightly. And then take our breath to go to the other side. So heading over towards your right side, wherever feels right here. We're not always the same on both sides of the body. So if you want to stop right there on the knee or go past it, whatever feels good, and try to keep those hands the same. We don't want them one out further or back further. Take your breath, open up through the back. And then as you exhale, you can slowly work your way right back around. And from here, we're going to slide those arms back and slowly press your chest to the floor. Pull your elbows in and take a deep breath and rise up. Chest first, pulling your stomach in as you get higher, and remembering your head has a magical headrest behind it, and we want to push it into it. And as we return to our mountain, we'll take a deep breath and exhale. And this time we will take those arms, we're going to place them facing the ground. And take that breath, slowly move those arms, sweep them past you, and let them work their way behind to find the back of the chair. And with a deep breath, exhale and put your hands around the back of the chair and slowly let your chest fall forward. And as you do that, let those hands gently slide up, or you can just hold them and not hold the chair. But as we push forward with the chest, we push the hands inward. And then with a deep breath, we'll scoop right past those legs and we'll come into our chair pose. So with our chair pose, you can stay bent. Some people like to come higher. You do what's comfortable for you, but it's as if you're getting out of a chair. Deep breath, come up to salute. As we take that breath, we feel that belly button rise. It's almost like our spine is going to the ceiling. And as we exhale down, pull that stomach inward. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, bring those elbows to the knees or the mid-thigh. From here, we're going to thread the needle. So that means we're going to take your left arm out. You can extend it. We can even reach a little higher if you want to. And then we're going to take it right through that gap between your hand and your body. Now, if your arm wants to go further, but it just can't make it, feel free to help it, adjust it wherever you want it to be. But we're going to try to bring our body back over our feet. And I know you're not going to be looking at me right now. You're going to be relaxing and taking a deep breath and letting that upper back, especially on the left side, stretch out, and then let it release as you exhale. So deep breath, shoulders are away from the ears, nice and relaxed. And on this exhale, we'll bring that arm out and we'll return it to your knee. And from here, we'll just draw the shoulders back and try to lift the chest a little, but we're kind of glued here. So we'll take that right arm straight out, maybe even up a little bit if you'd like, and then we'll take it and thread the needle right through there. And you can have your wrist or your forearm or whatever part of your arm you want that feels right to you. Deep breath, feel that shoulder open up. So that upper back gets a little more stretch away from the spine. And then exhale, let it relax. And on your next exhale, we'll release that arm, bringing it back to the center. And we'll bring those hands in. And we'll take a deep breath, and as we raise the chest, we'll start raising the body one vertebrae at a time and let those arms come out in front of us. And right here, as you take a deep breath, tilt your tailbone underneath you and think about your back moving towards the back of the chair. It's a cat pose. Take a deep breath, Bring those arms slowly up overhead, pressing them back behind the head as far as it feels right. And as you take a breath, lift that belly button to the ceiling, extend that spine, and then exhale down, coming back into our cat pose. So slowly tipping that tailbone underneath you and reaching the back towards the back of the chair as we gently push the arms away and draw that belly button inward. Deep breath back up to our cow one more time. Pressing back, using that breath, thinking about opening up the shoulder blades. And on this exhale, we'll bring it down nice and gentle. And of course, returning to our mountain, strong and tall. And right now, we're going to scoot ourselves a little bit to the right side. So you can have one leg supported fully on the chair by scooting yourself back into the chair, or you can have yourself more forward, depending on what feels comfortable. And when that leg comes out to the side, the foot can be down, it might be up a little bit. Again, wherever you want it to be comfortable, we just want it out to the side. And from here, we're going to let that arm relax, but we're going to take the left arm straight up. And once it's up, you're going to try to push it back towards the wall and leave it there. We take a deep breath, and we lift the belly button to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we allow the body to drift over that leg. And as it does, we still think about that arm pushing back a little bit. This will connect us all the way down to the hips. And we take to whatever position feels good, and we breathe. That breath is what's going to stretch. It's going to pull that lower back from the hips, and it's going to help it stretch and get longer and feel better. On your next exhale, we're going to rise our body up as high as possible and bring that arm down. And as we do that, we'll pull it back. And then we're going to just let it rest on the chair as we bring your right arm up, pressing it back towards the wall. And with a deep breath, we're going to lift here too. But we're only going to come over just to the opposite shoulder. And as we think about the body coming away from the hips, we also think about that leg extending a little bit away from us too. So take that breath, feel the body move in opposite directions. And as you exhale, bring that arm out and take the other one to meet it. Deep breath, bring them forward. And on your next breath, we're going to hinge, putting more weight on that heel. And you can stay right here, parallel to the floor, or you can bring it up into a one-leg chair. So in our one-leg chair, that heel's pressing a little bit harder into the floor, working your hamstrings and glutes, and wrapping your shoulder blades around your spine. So no matter which position you're in, take a deep breath, exhale up tall, belly button to the ceiling. Take that breath and exhale, reach those arms out to the side and back towards the wall. Feel your back stay nice and strong. And with your next deep breath, we're coming into a triangle. So we're going to tilt our bodies towards that leg and reach the arms in opposite directions. And then we're going to try to rotate slightly, either towards the ceiling or back towards the wall, or wherever feels right to you. But use that breath, feel how your body's coming away from the hips and lengthening, and that is your low back getting looser. And then as we exhale up, nice and gentle, pull your stomach inward. Nice and high with that chest as we pull the arms in, elbows coming back to the chair, and that foot is going to go heel to toe. Walk it heel to toe all the way in. And once it comes in, yes, we're going to the other side. So again, you can sit all the way back, or if you want a little more work, you can sit a little bit forward. It's up to you. Take that leg out to the side and realize that both sides of your body are not exactly symmetrical, so they might do different things, and that's just fine. We're going to draw those arms back, and then we're going to let that left arm relax. And with a deep breath, we're taking that right arm up. And then the next breath, we're going to lift that belly button to the ceiling, and we're going to let our body slowly angle over. So we're not trying to reach with the arm. The arm is just an extension of the body to help it lengthen. And as we inhale, we want to feel that body come away from the hips, feel that rib cage area open up, and let ourselves slide down more while we push that arm back towards the wall to help us get a little deeper and maybe even rotate a little towards the ceiling. I know there's a lot to think about, but just focus on your breath. And on your next exhale, reach up to the ceiling, belly button to the ceiling, and let that arm come out. And then go ahead and bring it in as we take the opposite side, your left arm all the way up. Deep breath, will hinge slightly over, so just enough to be over the opposite shoulder, but not to put stress or any weight on your right arm. So as we use that breath, we extend a little further, and then we are also extending that leg. So that breath alone will help us split that body in half. So exhaling to pull your stomach in. One more breath, and we'll bring it all the way out. And as that arm comes out and pushes back more, we're going to take the other one up to join it. And then with a deep breath, we're going to bring those arms in together. Using that next breath, we will hinge, putting some weight through the heel, keeping that back nice and straight. And then maybe exhaling into chair pose if you'd like to. But always focus on that heel pressing into the floor. We want to strengthen those glutes and hamstrings. And on your next breath, rise to the ceiling, belly button going all the way up. And exhale those arms out. So now as we take our next breath, we'll push those arms back a little bit, tighten the stomach, and then we'll exhale into our triangle, making any adjustments if you need to along the way. So those arms are reaching in opposite directions, and your chest is rotating towards the sun and maybe back towards the wall. And as you hold the position and continue your breath, feel free to move a little bit in different ways. Feel different muscles getting a little bit of relief. And with a deep breath, raise your body all the way up. Exhaling to bring those arms in, close to your side. Nice tall posture as we go heel to toe with that foot. Take it easy on it, heel to toe. And as we come inward, we'll sit all the way back in our chair. Now we're going to move to our pigeons. They can be rather strenuous for some people. And we do that by bringing your left leg up to the opposite knee. Now, if this is not comfortable, you can put that leg right there and just leave it a little bit open, and that's fine. This is definitely one of the harder poses. So as we sit up nice and tall, you can sit your back against the chair if you'd like, or come away from the chair to get a little bit deeper into that glute stretch, and you will feel the glutes and the inner thigh. With a deep breath, exhale and bring those arms forward. Take a breath and hinge at the hips, pushing your chest slowly forward, keeping your head pressed back. And then take a breath and bring that belly button to the ceiling. Next breath, bring the arms down, pushing the elbows back. Take a breath and reach down as you start to hinge, this time pushing the arms behind you. Chest slowly moving towards that leg. Take a deep breath, exhale forward. Let the weight of your body drop your body closer to your knee. Take a breath and rise it up. Exhale, bringing that down slowly. Pressing those elbows back, and we go take those hands down for one more round as we rotate the palms to the back wall. And take your breath and start that hinge nice and slow. It does not have to go far and definitely not fast. Take a deep breath, exhale those arms forward. Let the weight of your body just carry you down. Take a breath, release up. Exhale down. And this time, take your leg, guide it right over the top. And return to that tall mountain posture as we take a breath and rotate towards the left. Dropping the shoulders. You can even hold on to the chair if it helps you. But getting tall. Take a deep breath. Exhale to the other side. Shoulders drop. Heads reaching for the ceiling as we get that nice rotation. And as you exhale, we'll return to the center and uncross that leg. So that, of course, we can do the other one. Now, again, each side of your body is not the same. So if this one, it gets uncomfortable at any time during the pigeon sequence, put that foot down right in front of you. So as we bring this up and we sit nice and tall, either back in the chair or forward, take our deep breath and we'll exhale those arms forward. Next breath, we begin that hinge. Doesn't have to go far. Deep breath. We exhale up. So we try to keep ourselves moving through this pigeon, lifting high. Exhale, bringing those arms down. Pushing the elbows back, reaching the arms behind you. Deep breath. Slowly hinge. Pushing those arms up behind you as your chest goes to the knee and your chin stays back. Take a deep breath. Exhale forward. Feel the foot that's on the floor. That heel should press into the floor. Take a deep breath. Use that foot to press your body up a little bit. Nice deep breath and bring it down. This time, taking those hands and rotating them to the back wall. Use that breath. Press that chest down. Push those arms up. Deep breath. Exhale forward. Again, focus that foot into the floor. Let your body sink slowly. Deep breath up to the ceiling. Belly button is lifting your whole body. And as we exhale down, let that leg come over the top. Sit nice and tall. And now we take our breath and rotate to the right. Shoulders down, spine nice and long as you take a breath and move to the other side. Shoulders down, head tall, stomach inward. Nice gentle breaths. And as we come back, we'll take that leg off. We'll walk it forward a little bit more. And here, we're going to take those feet apart and get nice and tall. And with the deep breath, we're going to start focusing a little bit as we exhale on the feet. So the feet are actually going to press into the floor as we hinge. You're going to think about the legs now. So we hinge to our point, and then we come up into our chair pose. And in our chair pose, we're actively pressing the feet into the floor. Not a ton, but just enough to feel those legs working. And then as we exhale tall, we think about the legs securing you on the floor. Deep breath, bring it in. And we're going to do that one more time. So take a deep breath, exhale forward. Deep breath, hinge. Start to feel your legs. Start to feel the heels press, the hamstrings, the glutes, the back of the legs working. Take a breath, come into the chair. So you rise up a little bit with that body, pushing the arms back, and just feel those legs being more active. And then with a deep breath, press them gently into the floor as we come up nice and tall. And exhaling down, release those arms. And we are going to go ahead and turn our body to one side of the chair, to the right side. And at this point, you can have your leg fully supported on the chair, or if you want to make it more challenging, you can have it off the chair. And we're going to come into some warriors. So what that means is that you can actually have both feet like this. You can have one foot a little bit back, or you can have the other foot further back. So it's going to depend on what you want to do. So we'll draw the shoulders back, and we'll bring the arms up. And this is going to put us into our warrior pose. So warrior one, we tilt the tailbone underneath us. We want to feel this leg lengthen to the floor. Your right leg has the heel firmly into the floor. And as we take a deep breath, we'll exhale and we'll open it up. So you're going to turn towards that leg, reach the arms out, and either have your head this way or straight forward, whatever's comfortable for you. But we have more awareness through every part of your body. Taking a breath, exhale into reverse warrior. So that means we're lifting one arm, we're reaching the other one down. We are not leaning back through our back, we are actually just centering our spine. And as that deep breath extends the arms, that tailbone tucks slightly under you so you can feel that hip flexor in that left leg. Taking a deep breath, bring that arm forward and let it secure itself on that front leg as we sweep the other arm straight out. Now right here, we can get that arm up to your ear. And we'll take a breath. We'll feel the heel pressing into the floor. So we want to work that front leg a little bit. And then as we take a deep breath, we're going to raise that arm all the way back up. Then we're going to bring the other one to meet it. With a deep breath, we're going to be in our warrior one again. As we exhale down, we're going to slowly bring that back leg in, and we're going to go ahead and turn our bodies back to the front of the chair. And then we will move to the other side. So on the other side, remember, you might not be the same. So you might want to stay here, a little to the side or all the way back. And you can change your position at any time. You're not stuck in it once you start it. Please change it if it's not comfortable. As we pull those arms back and get ready for warrior one, we reach the arms up, but we are thinking about that left heel pressing into the floor. We have that tailbone underneath us. We are nice and tall. And of course, that belly button lifts our body to the ceiling. It's almost as if we're going to stand up here. Take a deep breath and open. So you can open the arms front to back. You can also rotate the torso a little bit. But at the end of the day, do what feels good to you. Take a deep breath, drop that arm, come into reverse warrior. Lengthen. We want to tip that tailbone slightly underneath you to get that hip flexor stretch in that right leg from the knee all the way up. Get that good stretch. Take that next deep breath. And as you come forward to brace on that left leg, press the heel into the floor. And then sweep that arm forward, getting it right up by your ear or even further towards the ceiling. Your left shoulder is pulled away from your ear. It's not scrunching up to your head. We have a lot of weight coming through the heel of that front foot. We want to feel the hamstrings and glutes working. And then take a deep breath to push that foot into the floor and get stronger in the hamstrings as we come up and return to warrior one. Even stronger this way. Deep breath, lift a little higher, and then we'll exhale those arms down. And we'll slowly hold on to the chair to draw that leg inward. And we'll go ahead and bring ourselves back to the front. And from here, we're going to sit all the way back in the chair. We're going to try to get your shoulders back as far as we can. Chest is high. With a deep breath, we're going to bring those arms out. And as they come out, they're going to push back towards the wall. So coming up slowly, but also back. And as we bring those arms together, if it's not comfortable, they can stay apart. But our goal here is going to be to bend the elbows. And as we bend the elbows, we just want to think about the hands going behind you. They don't have to go behind the head, although they might get close to behind the head. And with a deep breath, we're going to exhale and we're going to open them up. And as we do that, we want to think about your chin pressing back gently as if it had a headrest behind it, like in the car. Take a breath, push those elbows back a little bit. Stomach comes in tightly, now bring them out and down. Bringing those arms right to your side. Gently press them back into the chair and almost push yourself away. Pushing the shoulders to the floor, elbows into the chair. Feel that back strengthen. And then release into that mountain. And with a deep breath, come away from the mountain. And we're going to walk forward, squeezing your butt cheeks. So squeeze a butt cheek on each side as you scoot yourself forward. This is actually something that will help release your lower back. So you can do it anytime, even if you just sit and don't have to move. Just squeezing those glutes one at a time will release that back. From here, we're going to get some heel pumps. So as we lift your heels, keep the toes on the floor. This little movement is going to help with your circulation, taking that blood flow from the calves all the way back up through the heart. Now as we hold those heels down, we're going to focus just on the toes. Lift the toes and down. These are little things we can do anytime, but they do make a big difference. Lifting the toes, That's actually going to strengthen the muscles in the front of the shin that kind of act as a shock absorber for your knees. So little things you can do anytime. From here, we're going to let those feet relax for a moment. And we're going to take a deep breath and bring your arms behind you. Now they can come all the way behind you. If that's not comfortable, you can actually just leave them on your lap or your hips. And what we're going to do is take your elbows and move them back. Pull them back as far as we can. I'm going to loosen those up a little bit, let them release. I'm going to loosen them up again. And then release. One more time. Now I know you probably thought you were done with all your warriors and everything, but you weren't. That was a practice round. So now what we're going to do is we're going to scoot to one side of the chair. So I'm scooting to your right side, sorry. And we'll take one leg back. So the same position we had on the side. But this time, we're going to do a few different poses. So we'll draw those arms back. And as we exhale up into our warrior one, which now you know you're familiar with, we can lift that belly button to the ceiling. We can take a breath and push the arms back, really engage the shoulder blades. And then we can think about our front leg, keeping that heel pressed into the floor. And as we take that deep breath, we can rotate a little and open up the arms front to back. I think I'm going to hit the wall on this one, but we'll reach front to back. We can look straight ahead, or we can look to the side, whatever's comfortable for your neck. And then with a deep breath, take it into that reverse warrior. Tilting that tailbone a little underneath you as we extend in both directions. Using that breath. And then we're going to slowly bring that back to center. Bringing that elbow back and the other to join it. And from here, we did our warm-up for our shoulders, and we're going to put them behind our back, and we're going to draw them back again as we take a breath and come forward into humble warrior. And you're going to go as low as you feel comfortable with. Because the more we come down into humble warrior, the more pressure you're putting through your heel and working your hamstring and your glutes. So wherever you want to stop is fine. And as you take a breath, pull those elbows to the ceiling. Think of that chest leading your way down. And as you take another deep breath, press that heel into the floor to help you rise up nice and strong. Releasing your arms, hold on to the chair as you slide that one in. As we come back to the center of the chair and come over to the other side, the first time you do something, your body's getting familiar with it. The second time, it can get much more in touch with every muscle. So as we come to this side, whatever's comfortable with your leg, front, a little bent, or all the way back. And coming into our warrior. So deep breath, arms press back, shoulder blades wrap around your spine, tailbone tucks underneath you. You feel that nice long stretch. You can even think about that knee extending to the floor of your left leg. Meanwhile, your right heel, you can feel it press into the floor gently just to support you. And then with a deep breath, exhale and open it up towards warrior two. So either coming straight forward or looking to the side, whichever feels right for you. Using that breath to lift your body up as if you could stand up from here. And we exhale into our reverse warrior. So just gently coming back, extending those arms in both directions. Thinking of that tailbone underneath you and really lengthening through that left leg. That breath is always getting us a little bit longer. And as we exhale, we bring that arm coming back, the other to join it. Drawing the elbows. We place them either on our low back, hips, or lap. Drawing the elbows back. Take your breath and hinge. As you hinge, feel the weight of your right heel pressing into the floor, engaging the glutes and hamstrings, and only come down to what's comfortable. As you take your breath, draw those elbows in towards each other or towards the ceiling. Take a breath and feel how that stretches through your chest, and make sure your head is pressed back against its headrest. Taking your next breath, press the heel into the floor. Feel the strength in your glutes as it pushes you up nice and tall. And as we release those arms, hold on to the chair and let that leg come in slowly. And go ahead and work your way back to the center of the chair and sit all the way back. And as we sit all the way back, we constantly want to think about our head having a headrest, pressing it back over the spine where it's supposed to be. Taking a deep breath, we're going to bring those arms up, pulling that stomach tightly, and you're going to bring them together and let them fall back behind you again. And if they want to go lower, that's fine. Take that breath and feel your rib cage open. Exhale and open the arms. As you take that breath, we want to try to take the arms and push them back towards the wall, but not jut the head forward. We want to keep that head pressed back. So take that breath, feel that chest open up, and then draw those arms down into your cactus. Stomach nice and firm. Deep breath, bring it all the way in into your mountain. And for this next one, we'll come a little bit away from the chair, and we'll go ahead and bring those arms to your knees. Dropping the shoulders, lifting the chest up high. Take a deep breath, and we're going to take your right arm on top of your left. And from here, we're going to keep that chest up and take a breath, and we're going to slowly look our head towards that right side. Gentle breaths. And then as you exhale, we're going to slowly come back to the center and look to the other side, keeping those shoulders down. And then using that breath to slowly return to the center, always being gentle with our neck. We'll bring our hand back to the same side leg. We'll take a breath, nice and long, and reset that posture, shoulders back and down as we take your left arm over the right. And with a deep breath, we'll exhale and we can slowly look to the left. Remembering our posture, our head is tall, we're just moving very, very slowly through a range of motion for that neck. And then with a deep breath, we can exhale and slowly return to the center. And pause in the center for a moment to make sure we draw that chin back where it should be. Deep breath, exhale to the other side. Moving that head as slow as you can or as slow as you want. Giving your body time to feel the lengthening. And not to scare your neck, just let it be nice and gentle. Exhaling back to the center. Release that arm. And go ahead and put it right back onto that opposite knee. As we sit nice and tall, draw the shoulders back and allow those elbows to come behind you. And as we push that head back and keep it centered over your spine, this is your perfect posture. It's not automatic. You do have to practice it. Deep breath, open up the rib cage, let those arms relax. Sit back all the way in the chair if you'd like to. Take a breath, let it exhale. This is our practice for our posture, because if we don't do it, our posture won't stay correct. And that puts stress on our entire body. So the next time you find yourself maybe reading or driving or slouching, go ahead and straighten up. Come away from the back of the chair and pull the shoulders back. When you really activate your back muscles, your palms will rotate forward. Take a deep breath and let your body align itself properly so you can take the stress off of all the muscles. When you're in your car, gently press your head back into the headrest. Every time you realign your body the right way, it learns that it's going to feel good there, and it'll want to stay there. And that way you'll catch yourself more when you are slouching and putting those muscles in positions they don't want to be in. They want to be in your perfect posture. So as you take that next breath and feel the rib cage rise to the ceiling, and exhale and draw your stomach inward, you realize it all works together. So let's take a deep breath and bring it all the way up. See how long we got that body, nice and long to the ceiling, not the arms, but the belly button, the whole spine reaching, and exhaling down. You can bring the hands to the heart. And deep breath as we exhale. We're going to say Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining me. That is our class today. I'm wishing you the best wishes and health for the new year, and hope to see you next time. There is a class tomorrow, two of them, yoga and stretch, at 8 and 9:15 if you want to join me. And if you were here, then hit the like button or leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Have a great day.